Liam Payne finally opens up about his love for Cheryl.
The Weeknd takes Selena to his hometown.
And Bella Thorne dishes on her Disney identity crisis.
All that and more on today's St. Patrick's Day Rundown.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the DHR. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Two guys on DHR for the first freaking time.
Except you're not wearing green.
I know. I don't celebrate. Anyway,
I'm wearing turquoise. So
I know, it's
fine.
not even a real green. Okay, later on the show, we're gonna talk about Kim K. She opened up about her robbery in a new clip from E!
But first, Ed Sheeran's fan photo is going totally viral. Like I said, this fan's photo is epically hilarious and it is going viral. Talk about the perfect moment at the perfect time. So the photo was shared on Twitter of Ed's hair going wild in the wind, and the fan wrote, "I met Ed Sheeran today and a gust of wind made my pic with him 10 times more exciting." As you can see in the photo, it's pretty hilarious, and the post, like I said, is going viral, being liked over 130,000 times, and it has been retweeted almost 50,000 times. In fact, after that, she took another selfie with him, this time using the dog filter on Snapchat, but it didn't go quite as viral. So I love that he spent so much time with her. Not only did he take a picture with her, but then he let her also pull out her Snapchat, take the time it takes to pull up a filter, and he really spent time with her, so I appreciate that.
I love that. This makes me like him even more, like as if we needed another reason to like Ed Sheeran. But that picture, I've never, and imagine how she feels getting that many retweets and likes, and she's just a fan. Like, go girl.
She's like a normal chick.
Right.
I love that. I hope her social media presence just blows up. And
Let's get her on Ellen right now.
I bet she's already called her.
All right, guys, so Bella Thorne is being extra again. She had a lot to say in her interview with Wonderland magazine, and they did a rapid fire questions, and yeah. So Bella was asked a question about what she looks for in a man, and she said somebody who is able to be honest about what they have gone through in life and share that with me. Someone who is just all around positive. But then when Bella was asked the question of what qualities she looks for in a woman, she had a much different point of view. She said someone that will make me laugh. I would want them to be a girl and be my little princess. I want to take care of her. So when I first read this quote, I was like, my little princess? And like, girl, it just sounded weird. But then I think what she's just trying to say is she just wants like more of a
dominant
feminine
position.
Yeah, because she's a tomboy, so she wants to be like.
She wants to open the door for her girlfriend and drive her places and pay for dinner possibly. I don't know, I find that interesting though. I guess I don't know because I'm not bi, but I think it would be interesting to date a boy and be the girl and then date a girl and be the boy, but to each their own.
Yeah. Bella also recently told Out magazine her time on the Disney Channel created an identity crisis and she was scared to be herself. She said, quote, I became this person I didn't know. Finally, when I got off the channel and started going through my own shit, I got to a point of, okay, I know who I am now. She definitely knows who she is and isn't afraid to show it. On Wednesday, she showed off a goth wig while on set and displayed her nipple rings through a tight nude shirt.
She's done it again. Literally, tits out for the world. I think this is becoming Bella's trademark.
Because she knows who she is now.
Yeah, good for her. Free the nipple. Go hang out with Kendall Jenner. The Weeknd is taking Selena Gomez to his hometown, and that's how you know things are getting serious. Abelina is going strong. Earlier this week, Abel took Selena to a place very near and dear to his heart, his hometown of Toronto, Canada. So according to Canada's E-Talk, Wednesday night he rented out a movie theater VIP section for a romantic date night with Selena. For the $1,500 date, the couple watched the new film Get Out and munched on a ton of candy and drank a bunch of soda. That night, Abel also took Selena to a very special location, the Yonge Dundas Square in Toronto. The Weeknd shared a photo of the sentimental moment on Instagram when he witnessed his very own H&M billboard high above the streets. He wrote, Yonge Dundas is where it really matters to us. Seeing a billboard of himself in his old stomping grounds was no doubt a full circle moment for the Weeknd. And then the next day, the couple of 2 months were spotted having brunch at a diner, and then they packed on the PDA as they strolled through the streets of Toronto.
I love this.
I do too. I mean, at first I thought they were a very awkward couple, but I'm starting to think that it may be real. I thought it was calculated for a long time, but hey, if they're having fun, I'm having fun.
Exactly. That's it's growing to me. And you know, I love La La Land and The Dreamers. So that moment where he sees his billboard in his hometown, that just makes me super emotional.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
the fact that Selena was there with them.
Right.
Well, guys, Liam Payne has finally opened up about his girlfriend to Roller Coaster magazine, and it's pretty adorable. He poured his heart out, revealing Cheryl is his dream girl. He said, "This is the thing in a non-cliche way. It's weird waking up every day and literally living out your dream. Obviously, I have the most beautiful girlfriend in the world, and she's absolutely amazing. She's been my dream girl since I was younger." Aside from making all of our hearts melt about how much he adores Cheryl, he also opened up about his relationship with Justin Bieber. He revealed he offered to be a support system for Justin. He's a great guy. Inside, there's a really good heart. I said, "Look, the difference between me and you is I had 4 different boys going through the same thing to look to. He didn't have that. I said to him, take my number, and anytime you want to chat, let me know as I'm here. And I understand exactly what you're going through, and I understand your world." He needs somebody like that. I love that. You know, I always try to defend Justin Bieber and say, you know, he's young, but Liam makes a point.
My problem with this is that I wish he would have just done that and then not talked about it, because now that he's publicizing the fact that he told Justin Bieber that they can relate on the same things together, that's kind of taking away the magic from it for me. But I guess that's fun for him. I don't know. I just don't think I'd be talking about that in the press.
Finally, Liam told the magazine that President Trump once kicked 1D out of his Trump Tower hotel because they refused to meet his daughter. "You wouldn't believe it," he says. "It was about meeting his daughter. He phoned up our manager and we were asleep. He said, 'Well, wake them up.' And I was like, 'No.' And then he wouldn't let us use the underground garage." Well, this definitely sounds like Trump.
So petty. I mean, I would like to say that this is out of the blue, but it's definitely not. He's a Twitter troll. Kim Kardashian is going in thorough detail about what happened during her Paris robbery. As if we needed one more reason to want to watch this Sunday's Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode, he has released another teaser clip of Kim describing her Paris robbery in detail to her sister. So Kim was dozing off in bed, thinking about getting up to wash her face when the robbers dressed up in police uniforms and entered her apartment.
And then 10 minutes later, I was like dozing, and then I heard pounding up the stairs. And I thought it was you and Stephanie drunk. I'm calling to them like, hello, 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 and there's no answer. I knew something wasn't quite right. My door was open like this, and then I saw 2 guys holding another guy down in police uniforms, but right outside of my bedroom.
Then Kim explained that the moment they got physical with her, she thought her life would end, saying she thought this is it.
So I slid off my bed and picked up my phone, and I'm like, I don't know how to call 911 in a different country. And so I called Pascal, and then the guy came in, grabbed the phone from me, threw me on the bed, and I was like, this is it.
I keep going back and forth. It's like a weird feeling because it's just the way our culture is. There's a strong part of me being a fan and loving the show that is so excited for this episode, but at the same time, she's reliving in this episode such a traumatic experience.
Right.
But it is going to be interesting to see how she deals with this and how she's dealing in the aftermath as we watch, because you have to imagine for somebody like her, this really transformed her life, because when you live in that bubble, you don't think anything like that could ever happen to you. So to see her reaction and her family's reaction, I think that would be very interesting to watch.
And I think the way she has been living her life has changed drastically. Yeah. So I am excited to kind of see her tell her side of the story. And from what I've seen, it looks like she's being really honest about all of the details that had happened.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to be watching for sure.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for today's episode of The Dirt.
Yeah, and if you want some more Clevver in your life, you cannot forget to watch the new episode of Beauty Trippin' that aired just yesterday. The girls go and learn how to be DJs.
Oh yeah, but before you do that, make sure you go down and leave a comment to let me know if you love that photo of Ed Sheeran and what you would do if you had that photo in your possession.
I would just be so happy it went viral. I'd be like, yes, my moment. All right, you guys, but I also want to know what you think about The Weeknd taking Selena to his hometown. Do you think they're the real deal? Are they possibly going to get married in the future? I don't know.
Let us know. Right down there. Bye, guys. Click left to see scary details about Kendall Jenner being robbed of $200,000 in jewelry.
Or right to watch the all-new episode of Beauty Trippin'.